Long ago, in the quiet village of Odo Ayo, tucked between the hills of Oyo, there lived a young woman named Abeni. She was the village healer, known for her gentle hands and even gentler hearts. Children adored her, elders respected her, and men, well, they watched her from afar. But Abeni had eyes for only one man, Adepoju, the son of the village chief. Their love wasn't the loud, boastful kind. It was secret, careful, nurtured over years of shared glances, stolen moments, and whispered conversations between the ancient Iroko tree that stood just at the edge of the forest. That tree became their sanctuary, a witness to laughter, tears, and the sweet tension of forbidden love. Adepoju had been promised to another since birth, Arike, the daughter of a wealthy cocoa merchant. It was an arrangement made during the famine of 1982, when his family needed help, and Arike's father had offered aid in exchange for a future wedding. The promise had been sealed with yam and palm wine. Nobody, absolutely nobody, expected Adepoju to rebel, not against tradition, not even against duty. But love, as it often does, made fools of expectations. One night, under a full moon that washed everything in silver, Adepoju took Abeni's hand in his and made a vow. He slit his tongue and pressed it against us. "I swear by the spirit of the earth and sky," he said, his voice trembling, "I will marry you. If I break this promise, may the earth take me, and may the trees remember my name." The trees rustled as though they had heard, just because they had heard. Weeks passed, then months, and the whisper of a wedding began to spread through the village. But not Abeni's. Adepoju was to marry Arike. The elders sang, drums beat in celebration, palm wine flowed freely, and goats were slaughtered. Everyone rejoiced. Well, everyone except Abeni. She confronted him beneath the Iroko tree, her face unreadable. "Tell me it's a lie," she said. Adepoju couldn't meet her eyes. "I had no choice," he whispered. "My father, my family, they would disown me. I can't throw everything away." Her silence was louder than a scream. No begging, no protest, just pain, raw and still. She turned and walked into the forest. That was the last time anyone saw her. By dawn, her mother found her clothes folded neatly beneath the Iroko tree, her sandals placed beside them, but Abeni was gone, far, far gone. The village searched for days. The river was combed. The bushes were cleared. Some said she ran, and others said she had walked into the spirit world. But the elders knew. They knew because the trees were quiet, too quiet. 2 months after the wedding, things began to unravel. Arike couldn't conceive. The chief's crops began to wither, despite the rains. And Adepoju, well, Adepoju began to change. He started with whispers. Every time he passed the Iroko tree, he heard it clearly. A voice, soft and broken. "You promised. You promised." He began to dream. Nightmares of roots winding around his legs, branches pressing against his throat. He would wake up gasping, his hands stained with sap. Then came the visions. You would see Abeni standing by the tree, her skin cracking like bark, her feet buried in soil. Her eyes held no anger, only sorrow. Terrified and unraveling, Adepoju confessed everything to his father. The chief, ashamed and alarmed, called the elders. They consulted the oracle. The promise was not to be broken, the oracle said. The girl's spirit lives. She is not dead, only transformed. Until her pain is acknowledged and her truth honored, this land will not know peace. They all gathered at the Iroko Tree. Sacrifices were made, yam, kola, a goat. But the tree did not move. No wind, no whispers, just stillness. Adepoju fell to his knees. "Forgive me," he cried. "Forgive me, Abeni." But forgiveness doesn't come cheap. Never. His skin began to turn dry. His voice lost its strength. His limbs became heavy. And sometimes, just sometimes, he couldn't feel his legs at all. It was as if the earth was claiming him, inch by inch. Desperate, he remembered Abeni's words. Let truth be louder than tradition. So he stood before the village. He told them everything. The love, the promise, the betrayal. He admitted that he chose power over love, comfort over courage. And he named the countless other women whose lives had been destroyed in the name of family honor, tradition, and convenience. And then, there, the tree cracked. It wasn't loud, it wasn't violent, but the bark split open slowly. From its center, a new sapling pushed through, bright, green, alive. A sign. The curse lifted. Adepoju left the village soon after. He could not stay, not after what he had done. He became a healer, wandering from town to town, sharing Abeni's story, warning men not to make promises they couldn't keep, and reminding people that a woman's heart is not a toy to be played with in the shadows. The Iroko tree still stands in Odo Ayo. The villagers call it Abeni's tree. Women go there to pray for courage. Men go there to remember humility. And every full moon, when the wind is just right, you might hear a whisper, let truth be louder than tradition.